What's up, everybody? Crypto Hedge here with another quick live stream. Thank you for tuning in. Got a few things to talk about. I know I did my giveaway yesterday. I did a Litecoin giveaway. Hopefully you guys tuned in for that. And I did a few updates as well. But this is another live stream the day after. I don't usually do 2 live streams 2 days in a row. But I'm doing a live stream because there's some interesting stuff we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. I'm going to be saying some of the same things that I said in my last live stream, maybe a little more. I'm going to be talking about Litecoin, and I'm going to be talking about a few other things as well in regards to Litecoin. So we're going to jump into it in just a minute. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for future live streams and videos. So what's up, guys? I'm going to check the chat box real quick. What's up, Jimbo Slice? What's up, Be Creative? What's up, Mills? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Stacking? What's up, Sandro? Thank you for tuning in. Fantasy Football is talking about PieCoin. I don't know what PieCoin is. Is there gonna be different denomination coins like apple pie and strawberry pie or whatever? I mean, I don't get what PieCoin is. If you could tell me what PieCoin is, that'd be awesome. Seems interesting. What's up, guys? What's up, Stacking? IOTA is exploding. Is that what we're hearing? IOTA was exploding, but I think we're seeing some consolidation with it. I've never actually held IOTA before, so Litecoin is fast. Litecoin is fast. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to smash that like button. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure to subscribe and make sure to check out some of my other live streams as well. Stacking says he got some pie. What does it pay you for listening to music? Oh, that might be something about PieCoin. I might look into PieCoin. I mean, people are talking about it, but it seems like the people that are talking about it, it's kind of like the same thing that happened with Chaincoin. I'm not saying that PieCoin is Chaincoin. I have no clue what PieCoin is, or whatever the heck it's called. I don't even know what that is. I just heard about it just now. But you know, YouTubers come up and they start talking about Picoin, or they start talking about Chaincoin, and then they disappear. So this guy's saying that a lot of people are talking about it on YouTube. I don't know. I'm sticking with the big stuff, the big money. What's up, guys? We got 72 people watching right now. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to smash it and subscribe to my channel. We're gonna get started in just a minute. I completely understand why you think it sounds like Chaincoin, but they're trying to make it into a community. Maybe. I have no clue what that coin is. Litecoin Alliance is organizing on 3 continents right now to raise massive... Wow, okay. Mass adoption for Litecoin. We're already seeing mass adoption for Litecoin, but further mass adoption, I think that we're just going to see more and more and more, which is why, you know, investing in cryptocurrencies right now is the best thing to do, honestly, with your fiat currency, because it's only appreciating in value while the fiat dollar depreciates in value. So if you guys saw I did a Reddit post not too long ago about Charlie Lee. Charlie Lee posted something on Twitter, and we're going to get into that in just a minute. You're looking forward to Litecoin taking off. Yes, me too. I mean, I've been showing you guys the charts. It hit the bottom, and it's starting to uptrend again, but I mean, it's staying on that uptrend line, that original uptrend line that you can see in the Coinigy chart right there. You can see the uptrend line, and there's patterns that we've already talked about in my past live streams, and I'm starting to see the uptrend line or the analysis that I put out on all over Twitter now. So we're going to talk about that in a second. I think that some people are looking at my live stream or my analysis, and then they're putting it up there, which is awesome. You know, more power to them. I want people to spread the word about Litecoin, especially if it's going to be technical analysis. But maybe I'll have to start copywriting my technical analysis. No, I'm just joking. We're going to get started in just a second. Money is made of volatility. What? Yeah, my Reddit post is blowing up. I'm like trying to talk good about the hedge. I mean, not the hedge. Talk about Charlie Lee. Selling some of my crap coins, profit for more Litecoin. Good move. I mean, I bought it. I told you guys that I bought it. I think it was 2 live streams ago. I didn't post a live stream, but it was late at night, and I said that I bought a pretty large position at $43, and it hasn't gone really below $42. And it's not going to break that trend line, the uptrend line that you can look at. We're going to get started right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. You got 94 people watching. Make sure to smash that like button, guys. Smash that like button. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Got all my wrenches, my moderators in here. All right, let's go. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to go with some news real quick and then we're going to get into the good stuff, the juicy stuff. But yeah, you guys have seen this chart either on my Twitter account. If you guys aren't on my Twitter account, make sure to follow it. It's CryptoHedge, @CryptoHedge_. I'm pretty active on there, but I put this chart on Twitter. I put this chart on my YouTube channel, and I haven't put it on Reddit. But I mean, I put this chart everywhere, and I've been talking about it the past few streams, and just basically pointing out the uptrend, the primary uptrend line right here, which is where Litecoin is following, which is awesome to see. But I also got into a little bit of, I guess you could say, speculation or conspiracy. Not necessarily, but I was getting into the stair steps and the patterns that we're following. And I think that we're going to be seeing a breakout fairly soon. I mean, you can see that Litecoin was falling off the face of the earth. And, you know, all the FUD was going around about Litecoin, and people are talking crap about Charlie Lee in his interview, and also a bunch of nonsense. And then you saw the dip off with Litecoin, and then now it's already starting to regain ground. But we just have to watch it closely. We're going to get to Bitcoin in a second too, but just follow the trend line. I mean, that's really what I'm looking at when it comes to the LTC USD pair. The trend line is most important to me. I don't want this trend line to be broken. You can see that it has been broken previously, but the candlestick ended above the trend line, which is awesome. It just shows how much more bullish it actually is. But yeah, so we're looking at the trend line right now. We're going to head over to some other things real quick. Here's some good news Falcon Private Bank is now servicing Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. I don't understand why not a bunch of companies, but Overstock is trading a bunch of alternative currencies. I think it's like 40 currencies that they accept on Overstock, which is awesome. But I feel like in the future, Overstock is going to limit the amount of currencies they actually accept down to fewer and fewer coins, cryptocurrencies. And then eventually, I hope it comes down to the point in the future, the long haul, that they're just going to accept Litecoin, just like every other retailer or business. I think everything's going to be accepted in Litecoin's terms rather than all these coins. Because right now it's like a playground with all the altcoins, and I think a lot of them are going to die off. I did tell you guys, when Bitcoin dipped down, a lot of these altcoins are just going to go to zero. They're not going to recover, which is going to happen. And just like Charlie said in his interview, he said that there's a lot of fun tokens. I mean, there's over 800 cryptocurrencies. There are a lot of fun tokens. 800 cryptocurrencies are not going to be used as the primary payment system. We've gone over this. So I think it's going to be very few coins, namely Bitcoin and Litecoin. I think Bitcoin, of course, the store of value, and then Litecoin is going to be the means of exchange and payment because it's so fast. And we've got Lightning Network coming out soon. We've got atomic swaps. We've got mass. There's so many things to come for Litecoin, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. But this is awesome to see. The Falcon Private Swiss Bank is accepting or servicing to Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. I don't know why Overstock is accepting Bitcoin Cash. I don't know why certain people are starting to accept Bitcoin Cash. I think that's going to be temporary, like I've said all along. Bitcoin Cash did fall to the ground, and it's kind of sitting at the ground. I guess you can call it consolidation on the ground while it wiggles and rolls around on the ground. But I think we're going to see bigger sell-offs of Bitcoin Cash in the future as well. But I'm not going to get too much into Bitcoin Cash. Like I said, guys, I said in previous live streams, but we're going to come to a point where Bitcoin Cash is just another altcoin and people aren't going to talk about it anymore. And we're already seeing that. I mean, Bitcoin Cash was the thing. It was talked about constantly the past like 2 weeks, and the momentum is settling now. People aren't talking about it as much as they used to. And I think that the timing is perfect. I think Charlie Lee does a great job with timing when to say the next thing for Litecoin. It's really precise and it's perfect to see. So this is awesome, awesome stuff. And then we can get over to here to eGifter. eGifter's planning on accepting Litecoin and Bitcoin as a means of payment in the future. I have no clue what eGifter is. I'm pretty sure it's a gift card company where you buy a gift card on the website, whether it's e-gift card or a physical gift card, which kind of makes sense. But I've never used these websites before, but hey, it's e-commerce, and that's where cryptocurrencies is really going to be utilized the most in the beginning times before we see it used physically, hand-to-hand payment. I think that it's going to be used through e-commerce shopping, whether it's like Amazon and stuff like that. The internet's the next big thing. It's still booming. So I think cryptocurrencies are going to be paid, are going to be exchanged through e-commerce websites before we start seeing physical payment. But we're actually seeing a balance of the two. We're seeing people pay with on e-commerce websites or accepting it, and also in physical shops like pizza shops and stuff like that that are starting to accept it at their physical location, which is awesome. Just wait until you get like a pizza delivery and the guy accepts Litecoin or Bitcoin as payment on his phone or whatever it may be. It's really awesome. I mean, even if you go to some retailers, if you go to a mall, a lot of times you'll see people with a POS device and they accept cash, or they do the credit card on the payment on a phone or an iPad, kind of like the Square reader. Even Square just recently announced that blockchain technology is going to save currency in general. So Square is kind of like really awesome because you don't need to have like a checkout anymore. You can just pay for things, on your phone or whatever. Even like let's say you go to, what would you go to? Like Abercrombie and Fitch or Hollister, or like a store like that. They have point of sale devices that you can pay. And I think eventually it's going to be with cryptocurrencies, or whether or not you're getting pizza delivered to your house or you're paying for it at a store with a small POS device, and you are not swiping a card, but basically going to exchange cryptocurrencies, which is awesome. I mean, we're seeing mass adoption. We're seeing the progression of development and technology, which is steady, just to further increase the value of cryptocurrency. So I hope I worded that well. All right, so this is another thing. I didn't look too far into this. Oh yeah, this is a Bloomberg article, but Charlie Lee's brother, I believe, Bobby Lee, who's the owner of, I think, the biggest exchange in China. Sorry, that is unnecessarily loud. But yeah, so Bobby Lee was in an interview and he talked about Litecoin, which is awesome. Bobby Lee's a big deal in the cryptocurrency community, just like Charlie Lee is. They are related to each other, and they're both doing big things in the crypto space. And Bloomberg is a huge media outlet worldwide, so it's awesome to see Bobby Lee recognizing Litecoin, which we're going to see more recognition in the future. I think timing is key. Timing is key. You know, you had the Bitcoin Cash. We needed to let Bitcoin Cash settle for a little while. All that crap with Bitcoin Cash, we needed to get it out of people's minds and then people to come in and start talking about Litecoin again after Litecoin was hit hard because of Charlie Lee's interview or whatever else, people saying it's worthless. It's kind of sad to see. I actually enjoyed the interview with Charlie Lee. I want to say I loved it because he was so accurate and true to the words that he was speaking and his vision. And it's always been the same vision, but people always trying to find a way to put someone down or hate. And, you know, we just got to show Charlie Lee some love because he's important and he's going to get us to that next milestone and further milestones down the road. Now, let's get over to this real quick. So I posted this on Reddit. I don't know if you have seen it yet, but I kind of got really excited when I saw it on Twitter. I logged into Twitter. And Charlie Lee posted about Litecoin, starting to say good things, positive things about Litecoin. And I'll get to the link in a minute, but basically, let's see right here. That's how it should be all the time. This type of behavior shows strength, vision, which is strong. His other type of behavior has been being touched by the Bitcoin. I guess I could somewhat agree with that, but at the same time, I think that timing is key. I think that when the dust settles with Bcash and the whole split thing, Litecoin is going to come back in the spotlight. And we're still in August. Everything that I said still stands. And then I put right here, which is really solid. Oh, I didn't even realize it has 7 points uploaded. But think about the vile rhetoric that has been said about Charlie Lee recently. If you guys have seen all over the place, even on Twitter, it's disgusting. He obviously notices that what people say, you can only push someone so far until they lash out. We need to show Lee some love. He's important and valuable to the cryptocurrency community. And it's great to see him talking about Litecoin in such a way. You know, the thing is, I don't care if Charlie Lee is the creator of Litecoin or the creator of Bitcoin. It's kind of like, you can't really compare it to, you know, the owner of Apple, you know, the owner of Microsoft or Windows. You can't compare it to that because this is a completely virtual world that we're dealing with cryptocurrencies. And the amount of vile crap that has been talked about, not only about Charlie Lee, but about Litecoin, just in the recent days or the past week, has been just disgusting and terrible. And it's sad to see, the thing is, I think a lot of these people that are talking crap about Litecoin are pig traders. I like to call them pig traders. They are just sad because they bought at the top, or they're trading a lot of money, or they're day traders or swing traders, and things didn't work out in their favor, and they had a lot of hope, and they were waving their hand around the crystal ball, and things didn't work out perfect for them. I'm someone that's more so an investor for the long haul, and I think Litecoin is the perfect long-term investment for the cryptocurrency space, as well as Bitcoin. But I think Bitcoin's still going to further correct, like I talked about in my previous live stream. But yeah, so I mean, Litecoin down the road is going to be the means of exchange, of payment, and Bitcoin is just going to be the value. So people are going to transfer their Bitcoin into Litecoin to pay for things. We've talked about that before. But like I said, I mean, the crap that's been talked about Charlie Lee and Litecoin, it's just disgusting to see. It's sad that people are just too quick to speak, and I think that it's awesome that Charlie Lee said this good stuff right after everyone was talking crap about him. And I'm right there with him. I think great things are to come, huge things to come, and it's just going to be awesome to see. I told you guys my vision on Litecoin and how I think the stair-stepping is going to happen, and everything has still been coming into fruition exactly on how I described it. Nothing has failed. None of my calls have failed. I've even called out certain trades, even with Neo and stuff like that, in the past few weeks that have been right on and correct. Not trying to toot my own horn. I'm not trying to be the correct trader. I just want to get people updated on certain things. I don't have any new NEO right now, like I've said, and I still have my NEO that I bought at $5 and $6 when it was called Ant Shares. But let's get over to this real quick on Twitter. Awesome stuff. I'm gonna check the chat box real quick. Actually, I'm just gonna talk about this and then I'll check the chat box. But as you can see, this is a tweet that Charlie Lee put up saying that Litecoin's long-term bull case is better than Bitcoin's. You will miss out if it's not in your portfolio. Trust me. He emoji. And he's not lying. I mean, he's not full of hot air. I was like the first one to comment on this because I was like, you go, Charlie Lee. I mean, this guy is the stuff. And I know I say that a lot. I haven't said that much in my past live streams, just recently, but this is awesome to see. Very awesome to see. So just take that into account. If you dumped off your Litecoin, I'm sorry that you did that. I wouldn't have dumped off my Litecoin. I'm a hodler, and I think that buying in at this price now, maybe if it retraces below $44, very little, that would be a hodler move. That would be a long-term haul move to buy Litecoin. I think Litecoin is extremely undervalued. Not a lot of volatility. It's sitting like a rock, like most people say, and it does have jumps. But when you see the jumps with Litecoin, it's not a volatile jump. It's more so a stable and substantial jump with support. Usually the bottom of Litecoin, the next bottom after a bull run, isn't as low or doesn't even come close to being as low as the previous bottom support for Litecoin, which is awesome, which comes to the point that I think that it's the safest cryptocurrency investment because you're not going to freak out, and it's really only in the uptrend movement. So this is awesome to see with Charlie Lee. I just really solely wanted to tune in because of this. And even though it's not the biggest thing, it is big. It is big. I mean, this guy, the creator of Litecoin, is saying something like this, and he's not a pump and dumper. He's never been a pump and dumper. Even with certain developments that come on the Litecoin platform, he doesn't announce them until they are tested, beta tested, and released. So that's when he does the announcements once it's released. He wants to make sure everything is perfectly conducted and formulated so that there's no issues in the future. And we all know Litecoin has a clean slate. There's no issues with Litecoin. There has not been issues with Litecoin. Ethereum has had issues. There has not been issues with the Litecoin wallets, especially Loaf Wallet, which is created by Charlie Lee himself. There's been issues with a bunch of other currencies. And what's the one currency that's not jumping fast and having, unsupported growth, and also just kind of the sleeper, which would be Litecoin? I kind of lost my train of thought for a second, but Litecoin has been stable, it has been consistent, it has been growing, and just the beginning of this year, it was a couple bucks. So, and I don't think it's done growing yet. So that's really what I have to say. What else? I'm going to go over some technical analysis in just a second. I want to see what you guys are up to in the chat box really quickly. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got 172 people watching right now. Please smash that like button and show your support, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. We only have 37 likes right now. I want to see 100 likes on this live stream. And also follow my Twitter as well. It's at cryptohedge_ or just cryptohedge. I'm going to check the chat box real quick, and then we can get into some technical analysis. I know some people are talking about some other coins. Let's see. Crypto Never Sleeps is saying LTC is junk. So sad. Make sure to smash that like button. I want to see like 60 likes in like 5 seconds. I'm going to check out the chat box. What is Crypto Hedge's trading strategy? Long-term holding, flipper, scalper? Sorry, first day in this channel, learning about it. Bitcoin trader, have you been trading cryptocurrencies frequently? I'm more so a long-term holder of cryptocurrencies. I'm more so looking into buying low and not necessarily selling high unless it's a swing trade or an altcoin. But I'm buying low and I'm holding on to my cryptocurrencies for the long haul because they're going to be extremely valuable in the future. Even in the relatively soon future. So I think that your time in the market is more important than timing the market. So good things come to those who wait, just like Anthony said. That is so true. Patience is key. Patience is key. Full-time and only crypto. Yeah, I'm glad. 15 years of stock. I'm glad you're getting out of the stock market. I think you're getting out at a good time. I'm sure you've seen the massive growth of the stock market. And I think that it's unbalanced. I think that we're going to see a correction in the stock market. But cryptocurrencies, a lot of volatility, a lot of profits to be made for swing traders and day traders, and also tons of money to be made for the long haul, as long as you hodl the important coins like Litecoin, Bitcoin, possibly Ethereum, and NEO. Looks like it's pretty sharp right now. So thank you, Truther1. Make sure to smash that like button for me, guys. Let's see what else we've got here. What are my top 5 holds? My top 5 holds, I don't know if I have top 5 holds, but my top 2 holds 100%, I think it's just like everybody else's, would be Bitcoin and Litecoin. I think that I'm going to be holding on to NEO for a long time, but I think we could see some either consolidation or some retracement with NEO fairly soon, especially since it's been following Bitcoin's pattern precisely. So that's what I think. I mean, I think that you should hold off with NEO for a little while just to see if there's a new bottom. I bought my original NEO around $5 and $6, so I'm holding those puppies for the long haul, which I'm excited that I bought them that low. And I talked about Ant shares, or NEO that it's called now. I talked about that in my very first video. So I'm not trying to say that I was favoring it, but I was favoring it in that first video. And I've only had this channel for 2 months. You guys have been showing massive support on my channel, which I appreciate so much. I've slammed through 2,000 subscribers just recently, and I did my giveaway, my 2,000 subscriber giveaway yesterday. Litecoin bought more. I think the first target for Litecoin, looking at the charts, we can go over to the charts right now. We'll go to the charts in just a second. Thoughts on Vertcoin? I like Vertcoin. If you see in my Twitter account, it says Bitcoin, Litecoin, and BTC. We'll talk about Vertcoin in a minute. I think that we'll talk about Vertcoin in a minute, just a minute. But sub to our boy. Thank you, JP Evergreen. Thank you, the Bad Virus, for the tip. I agree with you 110%. Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Monero. See, the thing is with Bitcoin and Litecoin, they're not geared towards and specific to anonymity. And I've talked about this before in previous live streams. Litecoin is not the anonymous coin, nor is Bitcoin. That's not the anonymous coin. Monero is the anonymous coin, and it's up and coming. So I think Monero has a huge potential for the underground dark web markets that we've seen. We've seen so much crap with those markets recently, with them being shut down by the government and whatnot. But I think that the anonymity factor of a cryptocurrency, whether it be one or a few, I think Monero is the winner right now. I think that it's very important, not only the decentralization factor of the blockchain entirely, but I think that the anonymity is very important for people, that are going to be using it on the dark web and whatever else. Because the thing is, Bitcoin, how did Bitcoin grow so much and become in the spotlight? Bitcoin grew the most originally when it was being used on the dark web. That's where Bitcoin, was actually originally used, before we're coming to the point now that it's actually going to be used for day-to-day transfers of value, exchanges of value. So that's how Bitcoin originally grew. And I think Monero, I did originally think that it could be overvalued, but now that I think of it, the way the market is going right now, I think that Monero is undervalued. I think that it is the anonymous coin. I think Litecoin and Bitcoin are going to be the exchange system in the future, namely Litecoin. But that was a great comment. Thank you for the tip, the $10 tip on my super chat. And I completely agree with you, the Bad Virus. I'm going to go ahead and make you a moderator, because if you could chat in the chat box real quick, chat in the chat box, the Bad Virus, I would love to make you a moderator, because you've been saying some great things just recently on my channel. So I want to make the greatest the moderators, especially people that tune in frequently. What's up, Cloudwalker? Haven't seen you for a little while, maybe like a few live streams back, but thank you guys so much. Make sure to smash that like button. If you're tuning in for the first time, subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing live streams continuously, and also I'll be doing video uploads, published videos that are going to be more specific on topic. But I'm going to get over to the charts in just a minute. Oh man, oh my gosh. The bad virus is already a mod. I totally forgot. I made you a mod yesterday. Gosh, I'm losing my mind. This is Litecoin's quiet time. All this calmness when then Batman comes in. Batman's gonna come in. I think that this buy low, man. If I could tell you anything, buy low. And if you're looking to do a quick trade, sell high. I think the next target margin, the target for Litecoin is going to be around 50 bucks. Hopefully we break out of 50 bucks and smash through the resistance at $52 and we aim for a new all-time high. I know that I told you guys that Litecoin should be around, $65, $67 by the end of the month. I still think that's going to happen. Don't let the FUD, eliminate your thought process and your actual gut feeling on what's really going to happen. The last thing I want to see is hate on my channel because of the things I've been saying, and then all this new FUD that's spreading is going to discount what I'm saying. Don't allow that to happen. Do your research and learn. Litecoin for life for sure. Let the people that are impatient sell their Litecoin. Let them do that, because right when people do that, like we're seeing right now, Charlie Lee is going to slam the hammer and Litecoin is going to blast. And I still think Bitcoin could further correct. I don't have any buy-in positions for Bitcoin at the current moment. So as also those of us that know the dark web know that it's very likely Tor has been compromised as far as the power that be. I get what you're saying. I think that Tor has had a lot of issues with government regulation, not really government regulation, but government shutdown. So we might see a new type of browser in the future, because a lot of these websites, like we had Silk Road 3.0 that got shut down. So a lot of the dark web is like not really a thing right now, but I think it's going to come back up. How it's going to come back up, I could not tell you if I wanted to. But this guy's saying Brave browser. There might be a replacement to the Tor Onion browser. And I've known about the Tor Onion browser for a very long time. I've known about it since early 2012. And 2012 is when I bought my first Bitcoin. I didn't use my Bitcoin to use it on the Tor browser, but I hodled it and held on to it as kind of like a blind investment. I didn't really know what was going to happen. And I just thought, hey, I'm going to throw $200 into Bitcoin. I can see the moderators are doing a great job. Thank you, Jimbo Slice. You're doing a good job. But yeah, I just bought into it because I read Satoshi's white paper and the vision, and the vision is the future. The future is blockchain technology. Whether you want to believe it or not, the future is blockchain technology. And I think we're moving more and more to the promising factor that blockchain technology is going to replace fiat entirely. Not that I think that, but I think that we're going to see a large influx of volume into the crypto space as adoption happens, as people start moving their depreciating fiat into the appreciating crypto markets, getting in early. And we still have yet for a lot of institutional investors to get into the space. There's trillions and trillions of dollars out there, trillions of dollars. And that I wouldn't be surprised if we see a $1 trillion market cap fairly soon for the entire crypto market as a whole. So what is that? Is Crypto Never Sleeps a moderator? No, I don't think he's a moderator. I don't know how he banned. It says Crypto Never Sleeps banned Flat Earth. But Crypto Never Sleep is not a moderator. And I kind of like Flat Earth, so I want Flat Earth in this chat, unless he's saying some crazy stuff. But yeah, we're going to get to the charts in just a second. And we'll talk about Bitcoin briefly as well. You will miss out if it's not in your portfolio. Oh, Flat Earth banned Crypto Never Sleeps. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Perfect. If that needs to happen, then it's going to happen. He is a troll. Crypto Never Sleeps has been trolling on my channel for a while now. And I'm not too, nitty with having people, I don't care if people express their opinions, but if it's baseless FUD crap, you're going to get banned by the moderators, or you're going to get put in timeout, which is just a necessity. But we have 179 people watching right now. Make sure to smash that like button for me, guys. I want to hit 100 likes before I end this live stream. It's hammer time. All right, so I'm going to get over to the next browser. And we'll briefly talk about Vertcoin. I think that Vertcoin is going to come into play heavily in the future, and I think that if we could go to Zap is going to be the Lightning Network wallet. It's currently in the beta release. It hasn't been released yet, but there's beta testing. It's being tested before being released, and I think that when Lightning Network does become announced and released, I think that the Zap wallet is going to be a huge thing. So if you're not already on it, go and follow the Zap Twitter account, which is going to be the Lightning Network wallet, which is awesome. I think that the Zap wallet is the Zap wallet, and quote me now, but this is what I'm going to say about the Zap wallet. I think the Zap wallet could be the point of sale system for the exchange of Litecoin and Bitcoin in the future, whether you're buying it in person or you're transacting it through e-commerce. So I think that Zap is going to be the primary big wallet in the future. Now you can see Vertcoin has recently followed the Zap Twitter account. The Zap Twitter account was just created, and you could just tell, if you follow these little things like this, you can tell Lightning Network is getting further and further into its development. When will it be released? I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but we do have things in the roadmap that are going to be released, and I think that it's going to be either Atomic Swap or Mask that gets released first. I would kind of think that Mask, which is the introduction of smart contracts on the Litecoin platform, and also heightened security and a few other things, I think that Mask would probably be released before Atomic Swap. But I think once Atomic Swap is released, Lightning Network is like in congruency with that release, I think, quite closely. But yeah, so Vertcoin recently followed Zap. Vertcoin is going to be included with the Atomic Swap. I think it already has certain things that Litecoin doesn't have. But I think Vertcoin is a good pick. It's at the bottom right now. I moved into a position on Vertcoin just last night for a long-term hodl or hold. And that's just me. You guys don't have to do that. I just think that there's going to be huge things to come for Vertcoin. I think that the supply is not that large, and I think that once Atomic Swap does get released, Vertcoin is going to be hitting like $5, $10 plus. It's like a rate 179 right now on the crypto all market crypto website right now out of all other cryptos. But I think 43 cents. That's when I bought mine. I think that that's a good buy, because I think that once we see the introduction of Atomic Swaps or whatever in the near future, Vertcoin is going to explode, and that's easy money for me. So I did get into a position with Vertcoin at 43 cents. You guys can choose to do that if you want. You guys can check out Vertcoin, look into it. They just published their update on the roadmap for future development, the Vertcoin development update. It was just posted just recently. So check that out, read what they have in stores. And also, this also kind of like tickled me. I mean, I'm never gonna say that again. I'm never gonna say it tickled me. That's like the weirdest thing ever. But I'm gonna say that Vertcoin excited me a little bit, because we have some exciting things planned and need more devs to help deliver it all. Things are gonna come. Things are gonna come, and I think 43 cents is a solid buy. So Vertcoin is gonna be on my top picks. It's more so on the top alt picks right now, but Vertcoin has made its way to the top picks for me, and I did manage to get it at the bottom, and I'm sure you guys can too. Before all the attention comes to the coin, that's when you want to buy. Buy at the bottom and buy before all the attention comes to the coin. And next thing you know, when Atomic Swap's released and Vertcoin's riding that bandwagon and riding that train, you're going to see massive gains. So, and Vertcoin has Monero, which is a good coin. It's on my top picks. The anonymity coin also, Monero follows Vertcoin. And this guy's a big deal. I don't really know much about him, but I just know that he has a huge reputation, Chandler Gluo or whatever. But yeah, so that enough said. I got into a position with Vertcoin. Let that sit. I'm gonna be excited when I not even triple my gains, but I think that 43 cents, if I'm gonna buy a crap load of Vertcoin right now and it's gonna be worth multiple dollars in the future, that's going to be awesome. And I think Vertcoin is going to play a big role, kind of like with Litecoin in the future. So I'm not going to talk too much about Vertcoin. I did get a position with Vertcoin. not going to talk a lot about it. I'm going to wait until things start, steaming up and, tension starts getting put on Bitcoin, and then we'll start seeing those gains. And I'm going to come back to this live stream because I wasn't going to announce that I picked up Bitcoin and started to favor it. I know that I started favoring it on my Twitter account. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I just felt the urge to talk about it, and I wanted to let all my followers know that I did put a position in, so you can choose to, accordingly, and also make sure to read the updates. They have a lot of things to come. So that's something to look at. 43 cents is a bargain. Small supply, a lot of things to come, low price, winner. And, I did say a lot of altcoins are going to go to zero. They are going to go to zero. And I don't think Bitcoin is going to be one of them, especially since it's, so low on the ranks. It's like 172 out of all 800 cryptocurrencies, which is very low. But I think that there's a chance. There's a chance. I think that it's worth putting in a couple bucks, whatever you think is enough for you, to put into Bitcoin. I guess you can call it a little bit of gambling, but I don't look at it as gambling. I think that there's a lot of things to come. So I'm just going to check my notifications. I've been getting followers on the regular. Thank you guys. I made my Twitter account like a week ago, and I have over 513 followers. I've been very active on there, so thank you guys so much. And you can see right here, this is kind of funny, LTC, BTC, VTC. I just added BTC today to my bio on my Twitter channel, Twitter account. So hopefully that VTC can stay there. I'm not going to talk too much good about it, but things to come, things to come. So let's get over to the next stuff. I'm going to check the chat box one more time. I'm glad I got to talk about Bitcoin. Make sure to read the updates. And I think that Bitcoin is created, if I read this correctly, Bitcoin is created by Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which is where Charlie Lee graduated in college. I'm pretty sure that's where he graduated in college. And we had it's MIT, so you saw the MIT Litecoin website that had the whole Litecoin countdown. But I think Bitcoin is a project with MIT that they have created, and I think that's another way to look at the fact that it has a lot of potential. So people are following my Twitter account. Oh my gosh, thank you for following. Thank you, Bitcoin trader. All right, so what else are we gonna talk about? What else? I'm gonna check the chat box real quick break. I might need to go get a bottle of water because golly, I talk so much. I hope I don't do that for Charlie's interview. I'm just joking. I won't. I'm not even going to talk during Charlie's interview. When I do have Charlie on my channel to do an interview, it's not really going to be an interview. It's going to be like a conference. So what happened to that? Oh, okay. It's not really going to be an interview. It's going to be more so I'm just going to have a few questions to ask him, and I'm just going to let him talk about whatever that he wants to talk about, because this guy has a lot more credibility and reputation than I probably will ever have. So I'm not going to talk at all when he comes on my channel. So don't worry about that. I'm not going to be that person that butts in or whatever. I'm just not that person. It's called respect. But yeah, it's all about being polished. My profile says that I'm a fund manager. I am a fund manager. Just recently, I created a hedge fund. Literally like just after I created my YouTube channel. That's why my YouTube channel is called Crypto Hedge. It's a collective fund of both close family members of mine, close friends of mine, and also I guess you could say acquaintances of mine. I'm heavily involved in the real estate industry locally here in the Miami area, and some of those people that I've come into play with, a lot of them have fat pockets. And I've been telling them every time I see them or I talk to them, I tell them about cryptocurrencies, and they have invested in my collective fund for me to manage. So that is awesome stuff. I have had a lot of people want to, consult with me in their money being in my hedge fund or whatever. And I'm not currently opening that to the public. I'm not going to do that. I probably won't do that, to be quite honest. But yeah, I do have a collective fund that I manage, and I love it. I think it's completely awesome. The ROI is amazing. But yeah, so that's that. Thank you for following me on Twitter, Bitcoin Trader. Looks like I'm in San Francisco. Yeah, I'm not in San Francisco. I'm in the Miami area of Florida. I'm actually in Miami. So that's where I am. I'm not in San Francisco, California. I need to change that. I don't know why it says that. I noticed that too. But yeah, I'm definitely not there. Keep the flow going when Lee is on. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I hope that it turns out to be perfect. I'm gonna try to conduct it in the best way possible. I did reach out to Mr. Lee today on Twitter, and we've been messaging back and forth. I'm just telling him, we're just discussing very short and simple conversations. But Charlie Lee saying that about Litecoin today is awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. But there's big things to come. And I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water. If you guys want to stay tuned, I'm gonna head over to the charts. If you have questions about certain coins, let me know in the chat box. I'll take a look at them. But my main focus, and you guys know my main focus, is Litecoin and Bitcoin, to be quite honest. And you guys do know my top picks. So 305 all the way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 305 is getting congested. But yeah, so I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab a bottle of water. Enjoy the Ride Like the Wind commercial. I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I am back for more. I'm gonna check the chat box real quick. I was thinking about something when I was getting my water. Hold on one second, guys. I was thinking about something. I want you guys to put your state or city in the chat box, or just your state, or just your city. I don't care. I want to see where you guys are coming from, and I want to see also if there's any people local to me. That would be pretty cool to see. I've noticed quite a bit of people that are local to me. So type in the chat box where you guys are from. I've had a lot of internationals as well, overseas, over in Asia, I've had people in Canada, I've had people in South America, I've had people from all over. I've had people from Europe, Manchester, UK, London, Chicago, UK, Miami Beach, that's what's up, Washington, D.C., Costa Rica, Iowa, D.C., Miami again, Mississippi, the Bay Area, okay, New York, Switzerland, what's up, what's up? What's up, guys? Egypt, wow, I think this is the first Egypt I've seen before. Sydney, Australia, that's awesome. We've got a nice diverse group with us. This is incredible. Incredible, incredible. All right. South Africa, that's awesome. Awesome stuff. Florida, another Floridian. Chicago, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee. Sacramento. Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to go to Las Vegas. I haven't been to Las Vegas before. That's one place I haven't gone. H-Town. Is anybody here from Crypto Moon? Is anybody born and raised on Crypto Moon? All right, we're gonna get started now. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the support. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button. We have 158 people watching right now. Smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. And of course, follow my Twitter account. You're missing out if you're not following my Twitter. Twitter account is @CryptoHedge _ CryptoHedge. It's so hot right now in here. Wow. When you come to Vegas, I'm taking you to the Legends room, brother. I'm all about it. I mean, I want to go to Las Vegas. Sooner or later, I'm going to end up there. Hold on, guys. I'll be like right back in a split second. I need to turn the AC down. I mean, it's way too hot. I can feel my Litecoin melting. Alrighty, I think I turned the air down enough. All right, let's pull out the charts now. You like my haircut? Thank you, Chrissy. You're awesome, Chrissy. That's my day one girl right there. She's been here since the beginning. I don't have AC or something. I have AC. I don't know why it's hot right now. I have like a Nest. I don't know if you guys know what a Nest is. I love and I hate the Nest at the same time because I use the Alexa or the Echo. And I tell Alexa to change my AC, and it directly changes my AC, which is awesome. But at the same time, the Nest like changes the AC on me. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. Like, it gets really hot and then it gets really cold. So, all right, let's get over to. I want to go over NEO real quick. I don't have any new positions with NEO, and I'm not gonna have any new positions with NEO. I think it's gonna go further down. Personally. I think that, I mean, I'm sure some people have said that this looks like a head and shoulders, but not quite. But I do think that NEO is but it's not really in the spotlight. I mean, I did tell you guys in one of those live streams, this guy, I said that NEO was going to retrace, and he told me no it wasn't, and then he told me that NEO is going to go to the moon after it already mooned, like. And, I told him, I said, trends don't last forever, especially for a newer coin like that. I know that NEO has a lot of things to come. I'm a hodler of NEO myself, but if you're going to get into a long position with NEO, I think that you should hold off a little bit, wait for some more retracement, and then go forth with your long hold. And if you're looking to trade it or day trade it, I still think that it's going to be dipping down a little further, not necessarily consolidation. I don't think we're going to see sideways movement with NEO particularly soon. So, but I mean, the trend line is going to, I feel like the trend line is going to go further and further and further down. But we just have to watch it closely. I don't have any new positions with NEO. I know people have been asking about NEO and if I'm going to be putting in a position. Not now. I have tons of NEO that I bought at $5 and $6, and I'm just sitting mighty fine with those that I'm hodling. So, and I haven't swung like swing traded NEO that much. I did swing it a little bit when I bought it $30. I know I told you guys that I bought it at $30 and $35, and it shot up. I think that was a few live streams back. I said NEO to the moon, and it was at 35 bucks when I made that video, and then it shot up to like over 50 bucks. So that is awesome stuff. I sold mine at $55, which was the top, and then it retraced down. So I think that this uptrend right here is more so, I would say it's FOMO, because I think that if you look at it right here, people were buying in with a lot of money, probably institutional investors or investors in general, probably in China, and then they stopped buying and they started selling off. And then they started incrementally selling off as they stopped buying, and the FOMO kicked in. This is where the FOMO kicked in, and people were buying like, oh my gosh, it's gonna keep going. The trend never ends, right? No, it does. But this is where people kept buying in, and then then they started to figure out, wow, tons of money isn't getting dumped into it anymore, like where we saw right here when it started at 10 bucks and it shot up. So that's FOMO for you guys right there, and then it dropped down, and then I guess people are buying the dips or FOMOing out a little bit, but the FOMO is starting to die off, and we're seeing it dip down more as these original smart money investors bought in. They're gonna continue to sell off. I don't have a buying position, like I said, so I'm waiting it out. I'm sitting nice and tight, and yeah, so I think NEO is a good coin, but I'd hold off to buy it for now. We're gonna get to Bitcoin. I know people think it's really a balanced pool. Some people think Bitcoin's gonna go to the moon from now, because I know it did start to gain more momentum, and then some people think it's still going to correct itself. So we're gonna go over to BTC. I think that BTC is going to still correct itself, and we're gonna go over, because the NEO BTC pair is like identical to the BTC USD pair, which is really interesting. But as BTC was rising to crazy new all-time highs, that's when NEO started rising to crazy new all-time highs. So both in congruency with their patterns. Let's look. So I know I showed you guys in I think it was my last live stream, the woman that was saying that Bitcoin is in a bubble. She made valid points, absolutely made valid points. I think I'm gonna go to the 4-hour chart, but I don't think it's in a bubble. I think that there's still tons of money that's gonna get into Bitcoin, and then it's going to, way down the road, it's going to just continue to consolidate. But I think that $1 million Bitcoin, I don't think that's too much of a stretch in the coming years, as more and more people notice that fiat's depreciating and the US dollar and cryptocurrencies are going up in value, the new gold, right? So if we look right here, we can see I did tell you guys that in my last live stream, we saw the huge sell-off that happened in a very short period of time, the sell-off volume right here, and then it rose up a little bit. It has risen indeed, and then it started to go down a little bit. And I said I nailed it on the dot that it was going to go down to here, but I did not come back to update you guys after we started seeing some buying. Now that's a thick candlestick right there of buying power that we can see. But I think that I don't want to say it too soon. Now, if I see some certainty with Bitcoin, will I get into a position, a long position with Bitcoin if it starts to show some, great buying volume? I will, no doubt about it. But I think that we could see a double top. We could see a double top with Bitcoin, and I'm not going to doubt that at all, because I think that we still need a correction. I don't think that there has been enough selling off after a lot of people bought in right here. A lot of people bought in right here, and a lot of people also bought in from $1,700, which was the last huge dip, if you will. So it hit $1,700 right here, which was when the split occurred and people were selling off. And then we see that people bought in, more so like when people knew that the dust was starting to settle after August 1st. People were comfortable with buying in. We also had institutional investors buying in with smart money because it was going to go up. The FOMO was just going to start kicking in. And then we can see that there was some consolidation, and then we can see that there was another uptrend. And I think that this is another institutional investors or big money getting into Bitcoin. And then we can see that it's either going to consolidate or it's going to correct back down to around $3,500. I think that $3,500 would be a solid support for Bitcoin if it were to correct. But we could just see consolidation, so it's better to just wait on your buying into positions with Bitcoin, just in case it does either correct or consolidate. Because if it does consolidate, you can buy it down at like $4,000 again or something like that, and then be ready for the next run, or you can just swing trade it with the volatility. So that is your call. I think that we're still in for a correction. I don't have any positions with Bitcoin right now, and I don't have any buy-in positions at the current moment. I want to see how this pans out in the next coming maybe week, maybe 2 weeks. I think it's going to be like around a week. We'll be able to tell if it's going to, if it starts shooting up massively, then we can tell that there's more money just getting dumped in. We know that Korea was buying into Bitcoin heavily. They were on the top of the volume for exchanges just recently. And I think that that's interesting, because Korea, I think, is relatively new to just dumping loads of money into coins. And we can see that Litecoin was also being heavily bought by Korea as well. So, but people were selling it off as the FUD was going around, you know what I mean? So people were selling off their Litecoin because they're pissed off that, Bitcoin's going up and all these crap coins are going up, and they're FOMOing out and they're buying these crap coins, and then the crap coins are going to correct, and then they're missing out on their Litecoin because they're going to have to buy it at a higher price. I don't think it's going to break that macro, the uptrend line, the original uptrend line for Litecoin. But just watch it closely. We could be seeing a double top for Bitcoin. If it breaks out heavy past the all-time high, and we get into new all-time high territory with solid volume, then I'll probably buy into a short position with Bitcoin. So it'll be like maybe a swing, but I think that we're really due for a correction. So just hold off. I think that would be the best bet. And it's better to be smart and hold off and buy at a higher price, knowing that it's going to go up, than to buy right now and then it just slams down and you could have acquired a lot more at that lower price, if you get my drift. So let me see what else we've got here. I know that I went over the stair steps with you guys. I've seen this chart on Twitter like it's theirs, or similar charts. I don't know if they're watching my live streams or what, but I'm following this pattern. Oh man, the uptrend line needs to be fixed. I'm following this pattern with Litecoin. The original uptrend line has not been broken. It's been tested. And if you follow the pattern, we're in a pretty strong pattern right now with Litecoin. And I think that getting in now is a safe bet. I think that it's going to pump up a little bit. The next target for Litecoin is around $50, but I think we're going to break out of $50 and go to $52 and hopefully break out of $52, because that's our next resistance, which is 52. 55 is our all-time high resistance. But yeah, so you guys know I talked about this in like two live streams, my two recent live streams, about the pattern that I've been following. Of course, it's more so speculation than actually structural analysis. But if we look here, history repeats itself. Patterns do take a play into trading like this. So I think that we did test the trend line, and I think that it's gonna go right back up, because I think we're gonna follow and break out of this line right here relatively soon. So it doesn't hurt to get some Litecoin. I love the Lite. I know I talk about it a lot, but it just has so much potential, so much to come, so much on the roadmap, and you guys know. So I'm not going to keep repeating myself. But you guys can see the stair stepping, and then the drop off, and then the drop off, and then a huge pump. And I don't think we're necessarily going to see a huge pump. We still need to come out with those announcements, but it's going to follow that trend line. It's going to bounce and maybe consolidate. So that's something to look out for, guys. And then I wanted to look at Vertcoin. Not that you really can't do much with Vertcoin right now. You can't really base it off the charts. I really haven't done a lot of technical analysis. I mean, some people might look at this like this is the 4-hour chart. Some people might look at this as if it is a head and shoulders pattern, but I don't think so, because Litecoin on the 1-day charts was starting to form a one-day pattern, head and shoulders pattern on the 1-day charts for the LTC-BTC pair, and it broke out of it. So I did get into some Vertcoin, not a ton of Vertcoin, but I do have some, and I think that I'm gonna be hodling it. I don't care if it goes down. I don't really care if it goes down. I'm just gonna hodl it, and if I lose that money, I lose that money. Kind of like with Bitcoin when I bought it in 2012. I bought it kind of, not really worried about if it was gonna go up or not. So that's really the case for me with Vertcoin at the current moment. But yeah, so I mean, as Bitcoin goes up, I think that we've already seen the altcoin party. I told you guys about the altcoin party that was going to happen as Bitcoin corrects. I called that out on Twitter. I mean, if you're not following my Twitter, you need to follow my Twitter, because I'm like so active on there, and I've made quite a bit of good calls on there. But so yeah, so I think that the altcoin party has already started. We see some altcoins that have gone up in value, and I think that they're going to probably continue to go up in value with the altcoin party, and I think Bitcoin is still due for a correction. I know I keep repeating myself, but I try to repeat myself sometimes because we have new people that tune in and they like come in and they're like, what the heck is going on? What is this guy talking about? But I'm going to check the chat box real quick, and I'm going to go back to the BTC USD pair. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to smash that like button. Smash that like button. We have 184 people watching right now. I want to hit 100 likes. 100 likes on this live stream while it's live, like I usually do in my past live streams. But smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel, and also follow that Twitter account. You don't want to not follow my Twitter account. All right, so let's see. Library credits. We can look at library credits. Yes, spread the word too. Spread the word about my YouTube channel or my YouTube videos. Post it on Reddit. I've seen my YouTube videos on Reddit before. Post them on Reddit. Share them all over the place. I don't care. That's it's more volume of people coming in to hear the truth. Mark one's telling me don't tell me what to do. But yeah, definitely share the word. Share the word. My channel has been blowing up. I'll look at library credits in just a minute. We're all here to learn. I want Litecoin to move toward mainstream usage and everyday use. Goodbye Fed dollars. I agree. And I think that we're moving more and more towards that adoption. It seems I've read the WebBot report. I have never read the WebBot report. I said that in my recent live stream too. I know that Cliff High does put out Cliff High puts out reports based off of some articulated thing that he does with tracking the trends and whatnot with cryptocurrencies. But I've never bought one of those reports. And if there's someone here, that has the report that could email it to me or somehow send it over to me via YouTube messaging or on Twitter or Reddit or something like that, I'd be so happy and grateful if you could send that report over to me. I'd love to read it. I'm not willing to spend the $99 to buy the report. So that's just that. But if anyone has it, please send it to me. I will give you my email address to send the report to me. And I know that Cliff High has been wrong about commodities quite a bit, and he's been relatively right about cryptocurrencies. But I don't really know what the WebBot does. I don't really know what he talks about in the reports. I did hear about him saying that there's going to be a triple-digit Litecoin, which I'm totally agreeing with that. But if there's anything else I could find out about that report, I'd love to see. It sure looks like a head and shoulders. It sure does, but we can see in the 1-day chart with Litecoin, it broke that head and shoulders. Let me go ahead and pull up Litecoin, because people thought very hard that Litecoin was in a head and shoulders pattern on the 1-day chart, and it didn't end up being so. I think it was the LTC USD pair that it was on that head and shoulders pattern, if I can even manage to bring it up. I think I have it on actually one of my other exchanges, or one of my other, sorry guys. You guys know that I talked about the Litecoin head and shoulders pattern that got broken out of when, I think it was like it was probably a few live streams back, but I definitely talked about the head and shoulders pattern, and it ended up not being so. It was LTC BTC, I think. Was it LTC? No, it was LTC USD. I don't know what I'm looking at. Just watch one of my other live streams and you'll be able to see it. I'm like losing my mind over here. It's not loading in, but whatever. It's not, the thing is not loading in, but all right, yeah, so you guys saw it. You guys saw me point out the head and shoulders pattern, and the head and shoulder pattern failed. I think that someone posted it on Reddit. I'm gonna pull it up real quick so you guys can see the head and shoulders pattern. It was broken because my Coinigy is not loading. But let me pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up for you guys so you can see that it didn't end up being a head and shoulders, which is, you know, head and shoulders are good, but to manage. But hold on, I'm gonna search this. I think someone posted it on the Litecoin subreddit, or it might have been, yeah, it was Litecoin Markets. Litecoin Markets. Let me go over there right now. I did point it out. Oh, right here, this is it. So this person who also uses, I guess, Coinigy. I love Coinigy. I used to use TradingView, but I use Coinigy now. But let me populate this into, I think a lot of people are turning over to using Coinigy. I just, see, the thing is, me being on, looking at candlesticks all day, I don't want to look at a white background. It like blinds my eyes when it comes to a certain point. So I like the black hue on Coinigy, so that I'm not blinding myself and going, you know, like losing my eyesight because I'm on a computer looking at candlesticks. But yeah, you can see right here, this person put head and shoulders pattern on the 1-day chart, and it broke out of it, and it's continued to break out of it. So yeah, this is the LTC USD. I've talked about it. So, and that, I mean, see, the head and shoulder patterns don't always end up being, and that's also uncertainty too. You know, buying Bitcoin at a head and shoulders pattern would be some uncertainty. I would wait personally for you guys. If you guys are going to put some money into Bitcoin, go ahead and wait and wait to see if it does finish that head and shoulders pattern. But I just bought in with a blindfold on, and I'm just going to hodl it. So I think that even if it does go down in price, the Bitcoin, I think that in the long run it'll be blowing up when Atomic Swaps gets released. So that's something to look out for. We've seen coins. We've seen tons of coins that are like ranked well above 100 or well below 100 out of all the cryptocurrencies, jump up to like above 10th place or above 15th place on the rank in a very short period of time. So I want to jump onto Bitcoin, even though it's a little bit more of a gamble, but at the same time, it's not because of Atomic Swaps. So let's see. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are awesome. You guys are the only reason why I continue doing this YouTube channel. Well, not this YouTube channel, but these live streams. You know, I've been wanting to do published videos that I can actually edit and whatnot, but I love the live streams. This is really cool stuff. But my Coinigy hasn't been loading in. I don't know why. I want to open up BTC, GDAX. Make sure to smash that like button, guys. Show your support. Where is GDAX? Golly. I'm going to check. And I'm going to check the chat box one more time after I do a few more things. I'm going to talk about a few more things, and then I'm going to be out of here. I've got to do a few other things today before I hit the bed. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this up so you guys can watch it. 43.73. This candle is looking neutral. This 4-hour candle is looking neutral. We can see on this candle that it started to become bullish. Went up a little bit, then it became bullish again, neutral, and then it slingshot back up. That would have been a good trade, but I mean, the thing is, even I've seen a lot of people, even like people that have been in the cryptocurrencies for a while, day trading or swing trading Bitcoin is probably the worst thing you can do right now, because you don't know what the heck's gonna happen. You know, with these institutional investors and stuff, man, you don't know what's gonna happen. So it's better safe to not day trade or swing trade Bitcoin, but to get into long positions with it. So yeah, that's that. But I'm gonna get to the chat box. I'm gonna check my notifications. Thank you for following me, guys. Oh, this is the funniest tweet ever. You have to see this. You have to see this. Hold on, I'm gonna look at this. LOL, yeah, right. Oh, too bad. Maybe he'll have to just learn and miss out. When this is an interesting post. I didn't even talk about this. This guy is part of the development team. He's the director of the Litecoin Foundation and also the developer of Litecoin Core Wallet, which is an important wallet. So he's heavily involved with Litecoin's team, and he said this. I think he's so right. It's kind of funny. I told you guys, Litecoin is going to become a quarter of Bitcoin's value. I really do think that's going to happen. I'm really keen on that happening. And if it doesn't, even if it doesn't, it's still going to go up a massive amount in value. I think buying the low is important. But yeah, I want to show you guys this tweet. This is the funniest tweet. I am saving this tweet so that I can like put it on Reddit or whatever if something happens. That's the funniest tweet ever. That is like, that's hilarious. Litecoin, $50. JK, $75. A rice chicken. I love the Litecoin community. I love the Litecoin community. You guys are just, most of the Litecoin community is in it for the long haul, and they're not, you know, worried, and they trust in the development and technology, and it's awesome to see, which is one of the big reasons why I love Litecoin so much. The community rocks, especially on the Litecoin subreddit. So I'm not gonna retweet my retweet. I don't know why I did that. All right, I'm gonna check out the chat box. Make sure to follow my Twitter account and subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button. I told you I want to get over 100 likes on this live stream before I end it, which I think we'll end up doing. I haven't looked at the thing yet. Oh, we're over 100 likes. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna check out the chat box now. Will Litecoin ever have a hard fork? Charlie Lee talked about Litecoin having a fork coin, which would be lights, and like 10 lights would equal 1 Litecoin. He did talk about that. He's also talked about colored coins, which would be in relevance to the Ethereum platform. So I don't know. I think Charlie Lee's imagination is wild. He's just brilliant, and I think that, I mean, this guy, if he wants to do anything and he wants to make anything happen, he'll make it happen. People are asking about No Limit Coin. I actually knew about No Limit Coin quite a while back, before it was even, you know, people even found out about it. I just recently, past the live streams, people talked about No Limit Coin. And I was gonna buy into it. Oh, see, look, I think it's gonna start going down. Hopefully, hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it does, but I don't wanna say that because people are probably hodling it, or bag holders, which would suck, but I know No Limit Coin's done on a lot of exchanges. Aside from the technical analysis of No Limit Coin, you can see it pumped up really hard and then it sold off. I knew about No Limit Coin right around here. This is when I found out about it. And I actually opened up an account with Cryptopia, or no, not Cryptopia, Yobit, I think it was Yobit, to buy No Limit Coin. And I never ended up pulling the trigger. And the reason why is because I guess I had some doubt, because there's a lot of coins that are gambling coins, and that's what No Limit Coin, I believe, is. It's going to be used for fantasy soccer or fantasy football and used for gambling. But there's quite a bit of gambling coins, crypto coins, already out there. It has gained up on the rank quite significantly from this run, but interesting stuff. It's interesting stuff. I mean, we can see there's tons and tons of thin candlesticks. I don't have any, and I'll probably not buy it, to be quite honest. Hopefully people didn't buy it at the top. I would even consider this still the top. And you can see that there's a solid retracement. We could end up right back down here with this solid sell-off of volume. But, you know, I knew about low limit coin right here. I think I talked about it in one of my live streams, extremely brief, talking about it. But, you know, I'm not going to invest in it. I'm not going to do it. I didn't do it. So, I mean, that's a harsh sell-off. That's like a masterful pump and dump right there. I mean, and you can see that there was a little bit of buying pressure, but that's not even like a flag, even close to a flag. That's a total dump. But, you know, hopefully if you guys are bag holders of no limit coin, hopefully you'll be able to, you know, become even with your investment on it. But I'm not really going to talk about no limit coin. This is probably the last time I'll ever look at the charts for it. But, you know, and I know people are talking about Picoin. I don't even know what Picoin is. I don't even want to talk about Picoin because I don't want it to become a thing where people start chatting about it on my live stream, and then it ends up being like Chaincoin, and people are afraid and sad. And I told you guys Chaincoin was crap from the very beginning, and people were pissed off on my channel, disliking my videos because it was true. You know, don't get pissed off at me because you became a bag holder. You know, there's a lot of new people in the crypto space. There's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of pump and dumps. But don't get mad at me. I never told you to buy Chaincoin, and I never did. I never will. And I told you actually not to buy it. But life goes on. Life goes on. You're not selling SHIT. If no limit coin becomes a thing in the future, hey, I'll probably talk about it, maybe, but so sick of Pi, don't even talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I literally just found out about it today. Literally. I don't even know what, I'm not even going to talk about it. What about Triangle? That says Tangle. Tangle coin? I feel like every word in the dictionary is going to end up being an ICO. I'm going to call that right now. And the next thing you know, you're going to be finding like McDonald's token. Big Mac token. Buy the Big Mac token, guys. It's going to go up. Buy the token right now. Let me pump it on my brand new YouTube channel that I have no subscribers and no reputation at all. But buy the token. Buy the Big Mac token coin. It's the best, biggest thing. It's going to replace Bitcoin. That's what it's going to do. Big Mac coin. Buy it before it releases. Most of the altcoins are a little bit down because of SegWit. SegWit is supposed to be activated on the 23rd of August. So at the end of August, watch LTC ETH pair. I'll watch it. I think ETH personally, I'm not going to get into ETH. You guys know what I think about ETH. I think I've said it enough. But I think that ETH could possibly be a little overvalued, especially since it has an up-and-coming, very strong competitor, which is NEO, which is scalable. Ethereum is not scalable. So I don't know. I don't have any Ethereum. I've never held Ethereum. I bought it once and I sold it. I don't have it. I'm not going to talk about it that much. Yep, so I'm going to check the chat box for a little bit longer, and then Waves has come up. I heard about Waves before it pumped up too. I knew about Waves before it pumped up, but I didn't buy it. I didn't buy Waves. I don't know. If there's not enough for me to think, oh yeah, this is gonna be the thing. But if there's not enough for me to think that, aside from TA, I'm not gonna buy it. I don't have any IOTA either. I do have Lisk that I bought at a very low price that I'm hodling. But even though, I mean, Lisk is still another altcoin, even though it was on my top picks originally in my very first video, I just be careful. You can't scam that many people and expect to just walk away from it. Exactly. I mean, people are going to get called out. If you scam someone in the crypto space, people are going to remember you forever. You know, there's really not much forgiveness when it comes to someone losing a lot of money. You're playing with people's money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people are asking about OMG coin. I know I talk about OMG coin quite terribly in one of my live streams. And I'm not going to invest in OMG coin. I know that it's off the Ethereum platform and they have like this many employees and they are changing the world. I don't even know what to say. I'm not tasting the icing on the cake. I'm not gonna get into OMG. I mean, because the thing is, I told you guys, OMG, what is so significant about OMG coin? Maybe it's gonna be like one of those pump and dump altcoins that gets some fame for a little while, but you've got Litecoin and Bitcoin. What is OMG gonna replace Bitcoin and Litecoin? Come on. And that's what OMG does. OMG is a transfer of value, supposedly supposed to replace MoneyGram, but Litecoin can do that all day long and replace MoneyGram. You know, look at the big picture. Is OMG in that big picture? No, it's a new coin too. So I'm not gonna talk too much about that coin. And we can look at the charts, but I mean, I guess some people are gonna make some quick gains. If you're a day trader or a swing trader, you wanna make some quick gains on the volatility, so be it, help yourself, knock yourself out. But I'm really a long-term person. I do swing trade occasionally, and you guys do know that. But for the most part, I'm looking for coins that are gonna have massive potential in the future. And they're not gonna be some pump and dump or temporary coin. So I don't wanna swing with the volatility with OMG. I'm not gonna do it, even though it's just quick money regardless of fundamentals. I'm gonna stick with the coins that I'm sticking to and that I have been talking about on my channel. And I mean, I talked about ant shares on my very first video. So, I mean, people know that I favored ant shares at the very beginning of my channel. But yeah, that's that. People are asking about Batcoin, BAT. I'm not too sure. I really actually don't know anything about Batcoin. I don't know anything about Batcoin. I know very little about OMG coin. I think that I guess you can call them fun tokens. In the future, we're gonna see tokens. We're gonna see coins that are gonna be potentially replacing, you know, Facebook or YouTube or, you know, certain companies that are in the big picture right now. I think that we're gonna see that. You know, library credits is supposed to be like a YouTube, a monetary YouTube. Steam is a monetary social media platform. I love Steam. I need to get on there. I have a Steam account. It's CryptoHedge. You can follow me now, but I need to get on there. I haven't had the time. But there's going to be tokens that are going to be valuable in the future, not necessarily a term of payment, but they're going to be valuable because of the industry that they are focused on. So I believe in that. Don't get me wrong. But I think that when it comes to exchanging value and exchanging of, you know, a payment, a point of sale payment system, it's going to be Litecoin, and then Bitcoin is going to be the value. And I think that, you know, Steam's a good coin. I think Steam's great, but I think that with Steam, most people are probably not going to hold on to their Steam forever. They're going to either earn it on the Steam website, Steam it, or whatever, the social media platform, and then they're going to exchange it for Bitcoin or Litecoin in the future. That's what I think. All these tokens, library credits, whatever, when they come up in value, and they're probably going to be continuous consolidating coins. They're going to be consolidating coins. They're not going to be coins that jump up and continue to jump. There's going to be a few coins, just like Charlie said in his interview that he got bashed for, that are going to be used for the payment system. But Steam is going to be a great coin that you can buy now and get Steam power on the social media website, and you'll increase your return when you do posts on Steam. The more Steam power you have, the more Steam that you get. But I think that all these fun tokens or tokens from companies that are replacing whatever are going to be exchanged for Bitcoin and Litecoin, most importantly. So that's what I really do think is going to be the case. There's going to be a few coins for the payment system. It's probably going to be one coin that's going to be like Ethereum or NEO, and Bitcoin and Litecoin are here to stay. And then you've got the other tokens that are going to be based off of a monetary social media site, a monetary YouTube site, a monetary whatever, you name it. But that value is going to be a consolidating value, and then it's going to be put back into Bitcoin in Litecoin in the future. Watch it happen. So make sure to smash that like button. We have 200 people watching right now, and we have 117 likes. Smash that like button for me, guys. Thank you for your support. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and also follow my Twitter account, CryptoHedge, @CryptoHedge. Let me see. Look at the No Limit Coin 4-hour chart. I'll briefly look at it, but I don't really want to look at No Limit Coin. I'm just going to check the chat box briefly, and then I'm going to be heading out of here. So the 4-hour chart for No Limit Coin, I mean, I think that I think it's kind of like the same thing with Bitcoin. You've got the buying in, and then it topped off from some FOMO, small amount of FOMO, not a lot. I think that maybe even, no, that's not FOMO. I think that this is probably FOMO. This could be FOMO, and this is institutional investors buying it up before, and then they stop buying, which is what happens, and then FOMO kicks in. FOMO kicks in, and then all these happy-go-lucky smart money people start selling off. And then it goes up with FOMO because they're buying a dip. Then it starts selling off. And then it goes back up a little bit because maybe they had an announcement or something, and then it's still going to sell off. But I can't really speak on behalf of No Limit Coin. I don't want to talk too far into it. I don't have any. But, I mean, if you want to trade the volatility of No Limit Coin, go ahead. If I personally was going to get into it right now, I would not be getting in right now. I'd be waiting for it to retrace quite a bit. But, hey, that's what I think about that. So make sure to smash that like button, guys. What is FOMO? FOMO is, I can't even think about it. Fear of missing out. Gosh, I'm like losing my train of thought. Fear of missing out. So people FOMO out when a coin starts to increase in value and they buy too late, or they buy just at the beginning of the FOMO and they get a little bit of profits, and then they're a little bit safer, and then it starts to sell off after the FOMO dies. Trends only last so long, my friends. With any of these cryptocurrencies, they only last so long. But that's what FOMO is. And FUD is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Fear of missing out is FOMO. Smashing the like button makes me not want to smash it. Oh, come on, man. Let's see. That's not, oh, this was OMG coin. I'm sorry, I'm not even talking about No Limit Coin. That was OMG coin, but yeah, it's the same thing with exactly what I said about OMG coin from a technical standpoint. That's what I think about OMG coin. If you were going to get in and trade the volatility. So I kind of just repeated myself. Sorry about that. I'll check out a No Limit Coin 4-hour chart. Yeah, no. I mean, I just looked at the 4-hour chart just a few minutes ago. Everything that I said, if you want to watch the live stream prior, everything I said about No Limit Coin, I think that right here people bought in right before it started to launch off. That might be a very small start of FOMO, but it looks like some of this might have been, people buying in for the hold and then FOMO still kicking in. But I mean, No Limit Coin doesn't have enough of a reputation, enough, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't have enough reputation, honestly, for me to say that it has a lot of potential. Not even looking at it from a technical standpoint, looking at it from the perspective of the actual coin and its usage. So yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about No Limit Coin, and I don't want to make people sad. I'm not here to do that. Try to make people energetic and happy. Schrader, if you have thousands of No Limit Coin and you're profitable right now, more power to you. More power to you. For sure. For sure. I don't know much about IOTA. I know IOTA slammed up on the charts really fast. It had a huge surge, but I don't know much about IOTA. I just don't know much. I mean, everything that I do talk about coming into these live streams, I know everything about, to my knowledge. I try to keep as updated as possible. And I've been trading those coins for a while, but I don't know too much about IOTA. Your lineup is NEO, LTC, OMG. Some people, everyone has different bags. Everyone has different bags. Maybe I'll look into IOTA and tell you what I think of it in a future live stream. I'm just not going to talk about it in this live stream. And I'm not going to look at the charts for a lot of these other coins either. Maybe in the future, but Let's see. I'm just gonna check out the chat box and see what people are saying. Did you buy your ant miner? I did buy my ant miner last night. I bought the ant miner D3. I was able to buy a lot more, but I'm not gonna buy a ton of them until I start doing more research on it. I just wanted to buy one because I know that they go out of stock quite rapidly and fast. So I did land a Antminer D3 on Bitmain's website last night, and I also got the LP3W++ or whatever for the power conductor. But I'm excited for it to come in. It's the November batch. I'll be getting it in November. But the one thing that worries me is the difficulty rating. I think that the difficulty is going to go up once all these ant miners. They had 30,000 D3s that are being released in November. So I think that the difficulty is going to increase. But I don't think necessarily you can just mine Dash with the Antminer D3. I think you can mine other coins as well, which I most certainly will be doing. If I can mine Litecoin with it, I will mine Litecoin with it. But hopefully the difficulty doesn't go up too high. I think all in all, I'll be profitable, immensely profitable with my Antminer. And if I do feel the urge to buy more of them, I will buy more of them, probably in a bulk amount rather than just buying one. I'm just testing the waters right now. I'm new to mining, so that's that. Do I think NEO is worthless because it's not mineable? Not necessarily, no. Yep. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow my Twitter account. It's Crypto Hedge. I do fantasy. MLC is not attractive to me. You just put lower buy-in orders for all the coins you believe in. Okay. All right. Is Ripple dead? I really don't know if Ripple's dead. I don't have any Ripple. I don't really talk about Ripple that often, but I think that the non-decentralization factor and also the fact that the banks are involved with it, I think that's going to be more so looking at the big picture when it comes to Ripple rather than small updates with Ripple. I don't have Ripple. What is the outcome of Ripple? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I couldn't tell you about Ripple. I know more about Ripple than I do some of these other altcoins people are asking about, but BitConnect did go up fast in price. I don't have BitConnect. I really don't know. I don't know too much about BitConnect. I know 10x Pay. 10x Pay is like a credit card or something like that. I don't even know. But I'll look into it, guys. I'll look into some of them for you guys. But I'm really looking at the important coins. The coins that are going to be here in 10 years. That's what I'm looking at. Hey Liberty Prime, thank you for tuning in. You seem to tune in right at the end of the live streams. I'm actually about to be ending it in just a quick moment. But I'm going to post this live stream. We got through a lot of good content in this live stream. This is a good live stream. But I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel like I always do for a live stream like this. And you can watch it. I go through just about everything. I just don't want this live stream to be too long. Price predictions for Litecoin 2020. I think that it will be over $10,000 in 2020. I think that would be a solid thing. It could be way more. I don't think it's gonna be less than that though. I think that will be around $1,000 next year, whether it's the beginning of the year or the end of the year. I think that Litecoin will be around $1,000, which is why it's like a slam bargain right now. I think that it could be $1,000 next year. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm saying that. But I think that the adoption that's coming in, the people that are getting in, the announcements that Litecoin's gonna have, I think that right now it's at rock bottom, and I think to buy in on a long trade right now, dude, I would be selling my freaking my pet parrot to buy it. Okay, but yeah, I think that Litecoin could be $1,000 either next year or maybe the end of next year, or maybe the year after. But I think that it will probably be $1,000 next year. I don't doubt that I see some significant stair-stepping for both Bitcoin and Litecoin in the very near future. Lots of adoption coming in. So that's really what I'm saying. I think Litecoin will be triple digits by the end of the year. Definitely. And I think that you guys know where I stand with Litecoin this month particularly. I think that Litecoin will probably be around $65, $67 by the end of the month. But if it doesn't get to that point by the end of the month, then we could just see a massive surge up to triple digits. But I think that it's going to be around 65, 67 by the end of the month. I already went through that in one of my live streams before. I don't even know the title of it, but I talked about it being that. No problem, Cam White. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for the support. I'm getting tons and tons of new followers on this channel, new faces on the chat box, which is awesome to see. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. You guys rock. Stay profitable, stay in your game, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care, guys.